What's up guys, we're back with another video and we are back with an old series which was previously on the channel, got stopped, but now it is back. Okay, we are going to be doing match previews and match reviews for hopefully all Brighton games this season. I didn't do the first two. I was unfortunately unable to because I was on a holiday in Tenerife. But we are back now for game week 3 as we take on West Ham at the Amex. 5:30 kickoff, live on Sky Sports, which is good because I'll be able to give you guys more detail about the game after in detail. So yeah, this match preview, match review series is back. So is game week predictions, although it won't be on this channel. It will be on my TikTok. If you guys don't follow my TikTok, it's Chris Mays 1210. You can go follow it, and all my game week predictions will be short and sweet on my TikTok, so that you can see what my predictions are for the other games. But today we will explain this game, Brighton against West Ham, in as much detail as I can, really. So in terms of team news for us, unfortunately we are without Julio and Ciso probably for the next couple of games because he unfortunately sustained a knee injury in training the other day. Big blow for us, but we do have other attacking options in there. Also in these match previews I will be doing my predicted lineups, which I don't usually do actually in these match previews, so I thought I'd add that. So we will be without him for today. Adam Lallana and Adam Webster are both match ready apparently, so that is at least good. But obviously Ciso, very good player, our new number 10 is out for probably the next couple of games, but we'll just have to live with that. So before I go on to my predicted lineup, we'll talk about West Ham a little. Obviously they are coming off the back of a great win over Chelsea, 3-1. Lucas Paqueta scoring the winning penalty. In that one, goals from Antonio and Aged, who got sent off in that game actually, so he won't be playing for West Ham in this game. In terms of them, they're not going to give a debut to their new signing Mavropanos, he's injured, and Edson Alvarez, their new signing, might start. So yeah, West Ham maybe Alvarez is Declan Rice's replacement because he is a DM. He used to play for Ajax. I do think that is a good signing. He's no Declan Rice, but I do think that is a pretty good signing. So yeah, West Ham coming off the bat of a great win over Chelsea. They look like they could actually do reasonably well. Maybe not fight for Europe. I don't think they can do that without Declan Rice, but I do think they could maybe sneak into the top half. Maybe. Obviously, early days, 2 games, you can't make any stupid conclusions this early in the season, but I do think that maybe they could sneak to the top half. So on my predicted lineup then, in goal I do think we're going to stick with Jason Steele. I do think it could be a matter of time until Bart Verbruggen gets his first Premier League game for the club, but I do think we will stick with Jason Steele in goal. At left back, the man has been magnificent last couple of games, an assist against Luton, a goal and an assist I think against Wolves in 2-4-1 victories. Absolutely brilliant. Bovis Estepinian, he has got to stay in that left back spot. He has got to be a really popular choice now for Fantasy Premier League, and let's see if he can get another assist or goal today. It would be very nice. Our 2 centre backs is going to be our captain Lewis Dunk, and then Adam Webster, who has said he is match ready for this game, and I do think De Zerbi will bring him in from the start and play him in at that centre back slot. A right back, I think De Zerbi will give another start. 3 starts from 3 to James Milner, a new signing from Liverpool. Obviously, he's no young player, is he? But I actually think he has put in a shift in the first couple of games. I don't actually think he's been that bad. experienced player, lots of experience playing in the Premier League. He's played for Liverpool, he's played for Man City, he's played for Leeds, he's played for Newcastle, the list goes on, right? So he's an experienced player, and I think he will get another start at right back, just like last game against Wolves, and hopefully he puts in another good shift. Moving on to the midfield, where I think the two central midfielders will be Dahoud and Pascal Gross. Dahoud has fitted into the team well since he joined. Nothing spectacular to talk about yet, but he's done a job. He's done all right. Gross yet to really have any spectacular moments yet. It's obviously only been 2 games, so we'll give him a chance on that one. Now moves on to my left mid and right mid, or wingers. I'm going to go for Mitoma and Solly March on the wings as usual. Mitoma scored that magnificent goal against Wolves. March got 2 against them as well. And Ciso with 2 assists. Obviously, as I've mentioned, he will not be available for selection today. But I reckon March will have another good game today, and he deserves to start alongside Mitoma. Still surprised no one's come in for him yet. There obviously are still a few days left of this transfer window, so you never know. Chelsea could come in with another 100 and something million for him at the end of the window, but I reckon that might wait, until January or next summer. Who knows? And as far as so as far as the central attackers are concerned, I reckon it'll be a front 2 of Welbeck and João Pedro. Maybe João Pedro moves that number 10 role. We'll see. And then I think Ferguson might start today. It'd be interesting to see what De Zerbi does. I reckon he might start Welbeck and João Pedro, and then bench Ferguson. I reckon that's what will happen. So Welbeck, João Pedro, Mitoma, March will fill out the attack, and then you got Dahoud, Gross, and then you got a defensive Estepinian, Dunk, Webster, Milner, and Steele in goal. There's my predicted lineup, lads. So now that that's done, I want to give you my score prediction for today's match. I do think this is going to be a tricky game. West Ham have never beaten us in the Premier League before still. This is the 13th meeting this will be, 13th Premier League meeting at least, between these two teams. And West Ham have not won a single one, which is just crazy to believe, considering like such a good team that they can be on their day. When they play us, they just don't seem to turn up, really. I do think our good start to the season, our winning start to the season, is going to continue here, but I don't think it'll be a walk in the park. I think West Ham will be aware of the dangers that we pose. With Mitoma, with Solly March, no Ciso, but with João Pedro and players like that, players that can score goals, they'll be aware of that. And I reckon they'll give us a good game. They'll have some chances themselves, but I think that we will sneak this game 1-0. It's not going to be like the other 2 games where we just smash in the goals, hit teams on counter-attacks easily. I think West Ham will make this difficult, but I don't think it's going to be enough for them. We'll win 1-0. Goal scorer is going to be... I'll see Mitoma getting another goal. I see Mitoma scoring the winning goal. I reckon it'll be pretty late into the second half, 70th minute, something like that. Or it'll be 0-0, it'll be tight, cagey, and then Mitoma, bang, pops up. Well, I reckon he's going to do one of those where he cuts inside and bends it towards the far corner. And, finds the top corner. It should be a very special goal. Imagine if I get that spot on, that would be absolute limbs. So that's my score prediction. You can see my other score predictions for all the other games, including Chelsea against Luton tonight. On my TikTok, I have posted all my predictions on there. That is where all my game week predictions will be posted from now on. so make sure you guys follow my TikTok to keep up to date with that. But to be honest, I think that'll about do it for this match preview. This is what match preview is going to be, really. Like, I'm going to I'm going to talk about team news for both teams. I'm going to do my predicted lineup for Brighton, not for West Ham, because I'm not really that bothered. Although, danger men for West Ham, Lucas Paquetá, has been in the news recently of a move to Man City. You know, well, Aged's out, isn't he? And Edson Alvarez might start for West Ham. He could be a danger. You know, Jared Bowen as well, he's a good player. So there's a couple of players to look out for coming towards this game. But I think, as I said, we'll just about sneak this game with the quality of Mitoma and Solly March that we have out wide. But yeah, that's what these match previews are going to be, really. I'm just going to be previewing, well, looking at team news for both teams, giving my predicted lineup for Brighton, my score prediction, you know, players that we should look out for, or you know, defend against, and yeah, that'll be about it, really. So these match previews should be about 10 to 15 minutes long, so not like unbelievably long. It's like a short preview, really. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I will be back either tomorrow night or Sunday morning. The match review will be uploaded. I'm not too sure at the minute, but whenever I feel necessary to make it. So I'll see you guys then whenever the match review comes out, and I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next time.